Hi, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the And I've Always Said That podcast. I'm Megan.
I'm Nikki.
I'm Gianna.
I'm JoJo.
And I'm Taylor.
We're so excited to have you here today for episode 4, guys.
I can't believe we made it this
We're
far.
almost at 5, which is
almost at
hand.
10. Yeah.
Which is double digits.
Yeah.
We've been doing this for a month.
Yeah.
We have been. That's insane. Crazy stuff.
Happy
Crazy.
1 month anniversary. I'm sorry I didn't get you guys a gift. Like the
It's okay.
6th grade.
We have so many amazing topics today for you guys. We're going to recount a really funny story from a bar that Megan and Taylor have to share. We're going to be talking about our niche, the nichest celebrity crushes that we have, and talking a little bit about some childhood pet stories that have come up in the group chat this week. So stick around.
Buckle in.
Buckle up and let's get right on in it.
So do we want to talk about the bar story first?
Yes.
Or do we
Yeah.
wanna-
A
Open
weekend
it into
recap.
it.
Our
A
weekend recap.
Yeah, debrief that.
So on Friday, me and Taylor, we went home to Long Island. So
Mhm.
we had gone to a bar that wasn't too far from us. We were just kind of hanging out there,
Chilling, relaxing.
acting all cool,
Cool.
shooting some
B-ball
b-ball
outside the school. And, you know, it was,
Did you just harmonize?
yeah, we really did. You never know what you're going to expect from a Long Island bar.
Or
And
just from a night out with me and Taylor.
yeah, I mean, we'll get more into the night, but this was one of the highlights.
So are we going into Susan and Mary of it all, or the worm of it all first?
You know what? Let's go into Susie. Let's go chronological. So Susan and Mary happened first. So we were at the bar getting a drink, just chatting, and these two guys come up to us.
we were approached by men.
and
Not men. We were approached by boys.
by boys. And they were a little not, I don't want to say strange, but
short kings.
short kings, and you know, they gave off just an odd vibe. We later found out that they were in fact odd. And so we didn't want to give them our real names. So Meghan,
I go, I'm Mary. This is Susan. Pleasure to meet you.
and then he went, that's like old names for
you guys have old
old
lady
lady.
names.
to where I went, are you making fun of our names? That's rude.
Me and Taylor got genuinely insulted. Like these were our actual names. We were telling them.
Because that's a rude thing to say to someone.
And we committed to the bit. And we came up with this entire
One
backstory.
thing about me, I'm committing to the bit.
And I will go along with it, no matter what. And I was so impressed that you thought of this and that I was not drunk enough to go along with it.
So they're talking about us. They're asking where we're from. We say town out east on Long Island. That we
Like some random town that I've never lived in. I don't think I've been to. Maybe? I don't know.
We've taken the train out of there.
Oh, yeah, we have. So we have been there.
Ronkonkoma.
Around Ronkonkoma.
I used to have to go to Ronkonkoma for my first internship.
And then they were like, oh, so
What brings you all the way over here?
And we were like, well, you know, like Fridays are here, Saturdays are at, and
You
Meghan
Have
came
to die for Saturdays at the Soldier.
and Meghan came up with this fake bar in Ronkonkoma.
I said it's the place to be. It's the club to be at. Like you don't find a better place to go out on Long Island than the Soldier.
And he's like, I've never heard of it. Oh my
I was
God.
like,
Like,
have you never heard of it? It's the best bar in the entire world.
We're like,
there
all the time.
He's like, why aren't you there right now? And I was like, no, Saturdays. at the
Saturdays.
Soldier.
Saturdays are for the Soldier. And we were like, no, like we go there every Saturday. We've been going there for years. The bouncers know us. The bartenders know us. Like, if you go, tell them that Susan and Mary sent you.
He's
And
like, okay, I'm going tomorrow.
And we were like, yeah, like we'll be there. We're like, if you go up to the bar and you give them a salute, like they give you a free shot. Like we were coming up with this entire backstory. And he was like, okay, well, let me get your number so that I can text you guys, like so we can meet up tomorrow. And the only number that I could think of off the top of my head that wasn't my own was my brother's. So I did go ahead and give him my brother's number. And he was like, oh, so Susan. And I went, well, my friends call me Susie. And he put it in as Suzie. And I went, that's not how you spell my name. It's Suzy. And so we put Susan from bar that we were at. And he was like, okay, I'll text you tomorrow. And I texted my brother to be like, hey, like, did you get a weird text being like, hey, is this Susie? And he's like, I did get a text from someone who said, hey, this is the guy who you said had an old name.
Wait, he really did
Yeah,
text your brother?
and my brother was like, "Yeah, I didn't answer." I was like, "Oh my god, that was like some weirdo from the bar."
You left out a detail that
Oh,
I
yeah.
loved, was that you came up with the idea because you looked to the side and saw
Oh,
an American
I saw an
flag.
American flag, so in my head I went, the bar, it's the soldier. Salute the bartender for a first shot.
That's like
Yeah.
really big brained energy.
Yeah,
I
and-
could not have come up with that if you paid me.
Yeah,
That's
and
so
what
funny.
made you guys do that? Like, were you just messing with them,
They
or
were
like,
just
yeah.
being, like, annoying.
Like,
so they
they
were like,
kept-
what's your name? So I was
Yeah,
like,
they
Susan
were
and Mary.
always on the outskirts of like our group. Like it wasn't just us two. We were with a whole big group, and they were just on the outskirts, and they would not talk, but they'd keep staring. And then they came up to me and Megan when we got like pushed to the side to get a drink, and we came up with this entire story.
Well, now the three of us need like some alter
Yeah,
bar
yeah.
egos.
Yeah.
You know what? I love the name Lenore.
Oh, okay.
That's my grandmother's name.
For all my Edgar Allan Poe stands out there.
So
For all
we
the
all
Nikki
have,
grandma stands. For all the Bubby stands.
Shout out to my bubby.
and then so they leave, and then Megan proceeded to do the worm on the floor of this
the
disgusting
thing.
bar.
If I turn to you and I go, you want to see me do the worm? Put me in an Uber home. I shouldn't be at the bar.
I went ahead and filmed
did
it.
myself and others. Take me home.
That's probably the funniest video I've seen.
I don't know how I got your phone, but I filmed it. I think I posted it to your Snapchat.
I will be
I did see
inserting the
that.
clip here.
I don't know
Yes.
how you didn't have like a black and blue chin after that
My
night.
chin, it kind of hurts right
Well,
here.
I have bruises all over me, and I'm like, I didn't even do anything that crazy.
'Cause also, here's the thing about me doing the worm. I can't do the worm.
No.
It did. I dropped to the ground because I was laughing so hard.
Somewhere
Megan
Rick goes, you
looked
look like a dead fish.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
that. You looked
You
like
just, like,
hopped out of
flopped
the water
around.
and were
I-
flopping.
And we were with our friend's brother and his entire lacrosse team, and they were like, what the fuck is this? they went ahead and they were very confused.
Take me home. Put me in the Uber.
Throw her out.
Yeah. Say, Megan.
I'm surprised a bouncer didn't come over.
Probably because no one was in there on Friday.
That's true.
Mm.
And I did become friends with the bouncers.
And the floor wasn't sticky or wet. I would like to preface this by saying I touched the floor beforehand
Oh.
because it usually is sticky and wet, and it was neither that night. So,
Good day for worming.
yeah, it was a good day for worm.
Yeah. Saturday at the Soldier, you would never.
No, the Soldier's a classy establishment. I'm not worming on that floor. I have
I-
too much respect.
I'm not gonna lie, I really want to go to the
I
Soldier.
really want to go to the
I
Soldier.
wish it was a real place because
Would
it
love-
sounds
honestly,
fun.
maybe it'll be.
would love to go to the Soldier right now.
Yeah. You know what? If you own some bars, maybe you should think of the Soldier.
Free idea.
Free idea.
That would also be a great like veterans promotion. Have them salute you for a free shot. We're giving free marketing.
At the Islanders bar, when someone got re-signed, his nickname is Tito. Don't know why. And they did $1 Tito shots for when he got re-signed. R.I.P. Anthony Beauvillier. He's not dead. He's just gone.
I said, is he dead?
No, he got traded.
So this was her favorite Islander that I made the in memoriam post to
Oh,
for
okay.
her. Yes. Because she was mourning the loss of
I
the man who
was.
didn't die, just moved to Canada.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Same thing in my head.
Anything else from the Soldier?
No, I
I
think
feel like we covered everything.
Do we think
Yeah.
he actually tried to go to the Soldier on Saturday?
Oh,
I
they
think they
were
looked it up.
definitely like frantically googling it on maps.
Because we
for
told him it was
sure.
right off like the train to run.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we were like, you
practically,
take the
like, you walk
train.
right there.
You can walk right there. It's so accessible. Like you have to go. We
Well,
go there every
I was gonna
weekend.
say you also said that you guys would be there on
Yeah.
Saturday. So
You're walking around going, "Excuse me, where's the Soldier?"
You committed a little too much to the bit.
Yeah.
Susie, Mary.
Susie? Imagine he called my brother and was like, "Hey, Susie," and my brother answered. He'd be like, hello? Like he was confused. He was like, "Yeah, I didn't answer that." But maybe that's something we should do. That's kind of funny.
We just make up a backstory before we go out to tell everyone.
All right,
Okay.
moving on to some dreams,
Some nightmares.
some nightmares, and anything in between.
Okay, so I don't know what it is with me, but I have nightmares basically every night. And I thought it was because I would eat before bed, but I haven't been eating before bed, so I don't know what the issue is. But
If
this-
anyone out there analyzes dreams for a living, or has some tips, tricks, let us know in the comments, because we really need to figure this out
Yeah.
for Gianna.
Or
I
hit
know-
us up in our email. Would love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would love to start a back and forth with you.
I read some things that like chocolate or garlic before bed or whatever if you're eating it during
You're
the day.
chowing down on chocolate and garlic
Sometimes.
together.
Sometimes.
Mm.
Ew. But so I had this nightmare, okay? And it wasn't even last night. It was this morning, and I woke up actually this morning at like 9. So I went back to sleep, and a lot of my nightmares do come in the morning after I've woken up. Which is really weird.
What's the psychology behind that?
I don't know,
But
but
like morning's the least scary time to be awake.
I know,
Yeah.
and I think I really don't know what it is, but it happens very often.
Have you ever had this particular nightmare before?
No, this is the first time, and it was probably my scariest nightmare ever. So it was because
I would
actually-
be.
I actually felt it. So I was in the train. I'm like shaking right now. Don't know if it's from the coffee or from the nightmare. I might start crying.
No.
I'm just joking.
I was like, please, we're on live.
Yes,
So-
we're on TikTok Live.
Yes. So
Come watch our TikTok lives when we record our episodes. We have a lot of fun. Come leave a nice comment. Sorry,
Yes.
continue.
No, that's okay. So I was in the subway station, okay? And I was standing there waiting for the train. And this guy is like, I don't even think he was looking at me. I, for some reason, thought he was cute. And he was not cute at all. Like, for some reason, I just thought that he was in the moment. And I was giving him the eyes. Like,
It's
when
very
you-
self-aware of you, though, to in
Yeah.
that moment be like, I'm perceiving this person as cute, but
yeah.
No, he
Not-
wasn't. He was creepy cute. No, he wasn't even cute. He was just
when
creepy.
he's so
Just
creepy
creepy.
that he becomes so attractive.
It's just
Stockholm
It's
syndrome.
giving Joe Goldberg from You.
Yes. Yes.
But can I say, when you texted us this morning, I thought you were telling like
real story?
Yeah, I thought this had just happened to you.
well, it felt like that in the dream, which a lot of my nightmares do. So wasn't even looking at me. So I look over and I give him, the eyes when you're drunk at the bar and you're like,
Hey, you done?
yeah.
Hey, Joey
Ah, you
Tribbiani.
Okay, so he finally looks at me and he starts walking over. And then I don't know what happened in between, but he asked me out, I guess. I don't know. And we're at this resort with a bar, a couple different things
Romantic.
happened. I don't
Jump through
Miami?
space and time.
I don't know. Hold on. I don't
Miami.
even think it was a resort. I think it was a makeup like apartment building with a pool and a tiki bar. I don't know. It
You went
it
the Tart
very weird.
Dubai trip.
Yeah, I don't even know. I've never seen this place
You
in my
got
life.
put in like a simulation.
Yes,
Like,
never seen
What's
this
it
place.
called? The liminal space.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. But anyway, so somehow we get back to my old childhood house, and we're in my room, and I think we kissed or something, and my whole body went numb in my dream. I could feel it tingling, and I'm like, I actually am shaking right now, like.
It just
Because-
happened.
Yeah.
Because I'm just thinking about other people that this happened to, and that's how I felt, and that was just in a dream.
Yeah.
I felt like I was about to pass out, and it was probably the scariest dream.
Crazy.
That's literally insane. I mean, the psychology behind that, I wonder what, like, when I had those dreams like that, it was at a point in my teenage years where I was having a lot of existential crises. So that was the reason behind it for me.
Yeah.
But it's a terrifying.
Yeah, and we weren't talking about anything. We watched the proposal last night.
When I called it the
Nothing-
engagement.
Yes. Nothing scary. So I don't know. But
I think, and this is just me, is a theory. I think sometimes the dreams that feel super real, I mean, regardless of what beliefs you hold, there are some things that feel so real. I can't help but wonder was this like a memory from a past life or something? Because it has to be if it's a recurring thing where it's the same feeling that you really can't fake if it hasn't happened to you in like this life you're living. I don't know. It feels like something you wouldn't be able to just make up the feeling to.
You know what?
I mean?
You know what I just thought of too? I have really bad anxiety, and for all you people out there who have anxiety, I feel you. And I get panic attacks a lot, and I can't breathe. So I'm thinking maybe it was something like that. Maybe I do feel like that because of my past life.
Well, have you ever had I can't think of the name right now, but it's where you wake up and you're like paralyzed.
Oh, sleep
Sleep
paralysis.
paralysis.
Yeah, I get that all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like I've had that a few times where the first time it happened, I was like, "Oh my god, I can't scream, I can't do anything except move my eyes." And I was like, "I guess I'll like just close my eyes and go back to sleep."
Do you happen to know what time of the night it happens?
I
I know you can't move or anything. so
I
maybe
remember
check.
one time I saw the clock and it was at like I remembered it was like a weird number, like 222 or like
If it's near 3.
Angel
that's,
numbers.
That's
Yeah.
when it's, alleged that whatever
The bewitching
veil,
hour.
yeah.
The veil between whatever worlds we have is
Mhm.
thinnest.
My nightmare is
Yeah.
a little different. I had a nightmare that our friend Kristen bought me a hamster. And I
That is
hated
my
it.
nightmare.
I hated it. You
Hating
guys, Kristen
hamsters.
bought me a hamster, and you guys were coming over to record the podcast, and I didn't take him out of the little box. And you had hamsters growing up, so you're like, Megan, you have to take him out of the box. And I was like, I hate him. I don't want him out of the box. So then everyone's building this enclosure. I'm like, I don't want this hamster. It was gray. It had like really long whiskers and red eyes.
Oh, no,
And
no, no,
you
no.
all thought it was so cute. I was like, I'm gonna murder this. I hate this hamster. That was my nightmare.
I used to have a
Mm-mm.
recurring nightmare when I was a kid that I was stuck on a carnival roller coaster with a clown. Not like a scary clown, and it most of the time wasn't trying to hurt me. I was just stuck riding with him.
That's kind of funny.
And like it's the carnival music, it's like
Oh, no.
You're just rocking with him?
Yeah.
Just rocking.
Don't know.
Don't
know
knock
why.
it till you try
I
it.
Yeah.
wanna rock with you.
Bringing it back to Michael Jackson.
Bringing it back to the hamster really quick before we move on to the next topic. Me and my childhood friend, we were roommates in college, had a hamster in our first year in college, and his name was Mr. Sir, and he pooped everywhere, literally everywhere, and I'm pretty sure he was blind. Poor little guy, but he was, we got in trouble for having him.
Well,
But
What came of Mr. Sir?
what?
What came of Mr. Sir?
I think we just wanted a pet.
Did you
No.
let him? No.
Oh,
Did you
what
let
do you
him free?
Where
no,
is
no,
he?
Oh,
What happened to him?
oh no, we gave him to Taylor.
not me.
Yeah, her boyfriend. He like loves hamsters, and he found out that Mr. Sir was
Good for
blind.
him.
Mr.
Or
Sir, what a name.
Yeah,
I had
we
so many hamsters growing up, and all of them were named Hammy.
all of them. How
All
did you
of them.
differentiate?
No, we didn't. We had like one at a
One
time.
at a time.
Hammy 1 would
Oh.
pass, and then they would go ahead
Yeah.
with purchasing Hammy 2.
Hammy 2. I mean, not even Hammy 2. Just they were all named Hammy. And yeah, they all did die of the wet butt disease that hamsters do get. So
Yeah, the more you talk about it, the more I'm like, nope.
No, I would
No.
never get a hamster
No.
ever.
I love a little Hammy.
No,
No.
You
my
love
dream. I
something?
can't believe
You were all doxing me, being like, "This is the cutest hamster in the world." I was like, "I'm going to kill it."
We were doxing you?
No, what's it called?
Gaslighting.
Gaslighting.
We released your address.
Let's get into role model here.
Okay.
So the last episode, we talked about Nikki and Meghan's love of role model and their recent obsession. It has become now all of our obsessions.
We've converted the masses.
Yeah.
We have been listening to role model and watching his videos all week, and we are now all obsessed and will only listen to role model.
Dare I say the vibe is infectious?
Yes.
Yeah. My whole workout this morning was that one song on repeat.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need
The one
the
song.
10-minute version of Taylor. You need Just
I
cross
need
your
a
mind
10-minute
on
version of
repeat.
Cross your mind.
I
Actually,
do.
Role
Whoa.
model, if you're
Tucker's
listening,
version.
if you're listening, we're giving you some great ideas.
Or
Free
even
PR.
like cross your mind acoustic.
Mm.
That would be really good.
Mm.
Yeah. Any other version of Cross Your Mind that you would like to release,
We'll be here
we will be listening.
waiting.
I'll be
Yeah.
streaming. I'll get into it.
So yeah, after this podcast,
We will be
Might-
listening to it again.
and I just might have to put on his Coachella performance for you guys because that's what I was watching this morning when I was getting ready. So, yeah.
It's actually so funny that to think that while Gianna was having her absolutely horrifying nightmare, I was one wall over dancing on a yoga mat to cross your mind,
you think about
getting absolutely classless.
Gianna is.
The duality.
I'm getting killed in my dream, and JoJo's just having the best time
Having
of her
the time
life.
of my
JoJo's
life.
having the time of her life.
Sorry, I stole all your good energy.
She took the vibes.
I'm convinced it's us not having a baby in the Mardi Gras cake.
Oh yeah.
It's that we don't have a baby.
Yeah.
Quick story. So, for anyone who I don't know if it's just a Mardi Gras tradition, but my family is very Italian, so I just know it as a tradition that my Italian side of my family carries. That you get I forget the name of it, but it's a cake that you get from Mardi Gras, and every cake is supposed to have a baby hidden in it, the little plastic babies, and whoever gets the slice that has the baby in it is supposed to have good luck for the remainder. I don't know if it's the year or whatever. So my mother gives me a cake to bring back. We decide to slice it open before we recorded our last episode. We destroyed that thing.
Megan was
Not
Her
a
hands in
bells.
it, punching it.
not a baby to be found.
I was fully convinced one of us swallowed it.
We would have known. I thought to myself, is it possible that the plastic baby could have melted or something? I don't know.
That would be even worse.
It would've,
than us joking.
but then my
If it
sis-
did, I ate it.
Yeah.
But then my sister texted me and said that her cake also had no baby missing. And they're all supposed to have babies. I know it's a choking hazard, but that's the point.
Well, Taylor has the little bag of babies, so I put one in my mouth to see kind of what it would feel like, and you would know if you had the baby.
Oh,
in your
yeah.
mouth. There's no denying that there's a baby in your mouth.
You would know. Yeah. So, an unlucky pre-Mardi Gras tradition. If anyone
That
else-
bakery in
yeah,
Westchester, count your days.
Count your days. It happened to the same household twice. So,
Someone was mad that day.
Yeah. There's
said
100%
nobody's getting
of
good luck.
Westchester Mom's Facebook group.
there's probably some like 16-year-old in the bakery going, "Oh my god, the bag of babies that I forgot."
Imagine.
His 40-year-old boss is coming out like, what the fuck is this?
What do you mean there's no babies in the cakes?
Well,
Yeah, that's going to be some Westchester lore.
Yeah.
So, as promised, we are going to be going through some of our niche celebrity crushes. This is a topic we're all pretty passionate about.
Oh, yeah.
If there's one thing that we're going to talk about, it's celebrity crushes.
It's having a crush.
It's hot
Mm.
people. Sometimes not even hot in their physical form, but emotional
Mhm.
form.
Or just the vibe you're getting
Yeah.
from them on
Yeah.
whatever you're consuming this media on.
Yeah. So, who would like to kick it off?
I can start.
Go for it.
So my number one niche celebrity crush, since me and Nikki actually were, I don't even know how old, probably like
2012.
2012, yeah, is Key and Lolly.
Go off.
It's not even that he's the most gorgeous guy in the whole entire universe, but
He
he
seems so
is
nice.
so sweet. So for my birthday that's coming up, Nikki actually got me a cameo from him. And it was just the sweetest thing ever. And it was so long. It wasn't like just a short little video. And what did he say? He said, your parents are proud of you. I'm proud of you. blah blah blah. I don't
You're
know.
exactly where you're meant to be.
Yes,
Mhm.
like it was just
So
this-
motivational.
Yeah, he's just a sweet person. If he was not, I feel like, I mean, yes, he's a pretty face, but he's also the funniest person ever. I don't know. If you guys don't watch Kian and JC, I really advise that you do because we love them. But that's my take on Kian. So
Loving Key and Lolly.
Yes.
Year 11.
yes, year 11.
Well, I can start with my first celebrity crush, which is not the most common experience. It seems that most people my age and gender have had. So most people my age who have asked, like, who was your first celebrity crush? It's like Zac Efron in High School Musical or
Joe Jonas,
Joe
Nick
Jonas.
Jonas.
Mine was very specific. It was Christian Bale as Laurie in the 1994 adaptation of Little Women. We're gonna for the
Visual freaks.
the visual people on YouTube. We're gonna put up a picture. Everything about this man. Does anyone here at this table know who I'm like the very specific character I'm talking about?
Yes, you made me watch it.
There's just something so beautiful about him in that movie. I think that was the first time I realized that I am attracted to like shaggy, longer hair on guys, but he was so polished and refined. I was endgame for Joe and Laurie. If you are an Amy and Laurie stan, I'm sorry, you're wrong. So that was my first crush.
I feel like I have weird niche celebrity crushes.
Okay.
You
Or
mean
just crush-
Sully from Monsters Inc.
Okay, I need to tell this story. So we were watching Monsters University, and I had just said, it
Unprompted.
was unprompted.
Unprompted. We're in the middle of watching the movie. It's silent. Taylor turns to me and our other roommate, Kristen, and goes,
If I was a monster in the monster universe in this movie, if this was real life, I would have a crush and would want to date Sully from Monsters Inc.
when you originally said it, you didn't preface if you were a monster. You
I
said-
did.
No, no,
I don't
you
think
said
that's
if
how it
I
went.
was in the movie, I would date Sully.
Well, I
Your
just thought it was
exact
implied.
quote. The
If
only
I was
no.
in the movie,
It was implied
and
that
I would be a monster.
you would be yourself.
No,
in the
not
movie.
me myself. If me myself as a monster, I would want to date James Sully. Is that his name?
See, when
You
we were
should
talking,
know.
P. Sullivan.
He's your man.
when we were talking about Sully, you guys just brought it up. I thought we were talking about the guy who landed the plane on the
the
Hudson.
plane on the Hudson.
No, it
His
is
little white
gonna-
mustache did something to Taylor.
Oh, yeah.
Cute.
No, but I just, he was like kind of a jerk, but then turned out to be really nice at the end, and he was like a jock.
Jerky jocks.
Yeah, my type,
Mm.
apparently.
I'm more of a Billy Crystal gal myself. Little Mike Wazowski.
Oh, I thought you meant when Harry met Sally.
That too.
Oh,
I
I still
In
have
that
not
movie,
seen that movie.
In that movie, yes.
hot take from that movie. Why did they make Billy Crystal the lead in a rom com?
But it worked. I agree,
Hot
but
take,
it worked.
that movie is bad.
I've never
How
seen that movie
dare
in my
you.
life.
So
What movie are you talking
boring.
When
it's
Harry
one
Met
of my
Sally?
favorite movies ever.
Oh, but it's
Oh,
classified
oh.
as a rom com, and it's just rom. There's no com.
there
there's
is
also
comedy.
no
It's
plot.
funny.
Did we watch it together?
Yes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It was.
okay.
It's funny. It's beautiful. It's everything you need. It's like a classic New York City rom com.
It's
I mean,
really
the
good.
humor's a little older, I guess. It's not
It's
like
so good.
it's not like slapstick comedy.
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. I urge you if you're looking for a New York City rom com.
Right. For all the boring people out there, go watch When Harry Met Sally. You'll have a good time. I myself am a boring person.
I do think I need to do a rewatch though. I am curious to see if it.
You did send me something
did send
recently that was like,
For-
we need to watch this, and I was like, I've never watched it.
For what?
When Harry Met
We're
Sally.
watching together. You will laugh. me with a weapon behind your back.
I would like to talk about Colt Preston
Mhm.
from the band Wallows.
And I would like to listen.
Moment of silence. Just he's beautiful, but his essence, he's so funny and quirky and weird. Like his tweets are so strange, and I love him. It's the hair.
Interesting.
He's cute. I think he
Oh,
looks like.
I know what this band is.
Wallows.
It's
It
Dylan
has Dylan
Minette.
Minette in it.
Goosies,
Mm.
goosies, goosies.
Goosey's all over the body.
Oh my god. Yeah, I love him.
Mm-hmm.
And
We have another shared crush.
Get into that.
anyone know Cooge on TikTok?
Meals by Cooge, anyone?
I don't understand this one, but I know.
Because it's the essence.
Okay.
You don't want a man who can cook for you?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but
Well, the last video she saw was him eating chocolate, and he goes, "It looks like I just ate ass."
that put me off forever.
But it's
I am
funny.
disgusted.
It's funny.
Yeah, he's funny.
Take care, brush your hair. Oh, I love him.
Also, like me, he enjoys a good DC.
Get Meals by Cooge on the pod.
Yeah, I
No,
mean,
just know we love you.
we
Yes.
literally
Oh,
love
yeah.
you. You, like, so much of our vernacular is literally
How you
adopted from you.
doing?
And we started saying classy and classless
Yes,
because of you,
yep,
Cooge.
Yeah.
So,
Every single time we have a little treat or something, we go and class it up.
yeah.
No,
let's
I think
class it
he's
up.
very funny, but I wouldn't classify him as a crush.
I would.
But for
Oh.
me, the comedy is also what I'm very attracted to personalities
Mm.
too. So every time he makes me giggle, I dig myself
Nikki fell
deeper.
in love the first video. I remember the day.
Because I spammed you with his videos. I was like, you gotta watch this guy.
No, I think he's hilarious, and the people he hangs around with are really funny.
Yeah, well, I mean, like we were saying, personality is a big factor in this.
Mhm.
That's it with, with Kian as well.
Yeah.
It's like,
Mm.
he's gorgeous, but Gianna and I are literally over a decade deep into this man.
Yes.
And we know the lore and the inside jokes and,
Mhm.
everything. So,
Yeah, if he
That
didn't have a
adds.
personality,
exactly.
I mean,
if Kush was just
yeah.
making like normal food videos,
Yeah.
I'd be like, okay, not interested.
Yeah.
yeah.
do your
but-
thing, King.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
If you want to be on the pod, let us know.
Or if you would just like to say hi, please.
We're all in New York. Let's hang out.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
live really close. You can take the ferry and meet us.
Oh, the next
Do it.
one will be mine. But again, this is his personality.
But this
Yeah.
one also has lore, so
Mhm.
Yeah. I am a little bit obsessed with the man, myth, the legend, Louis Capaldi, and we have met him.
Both of you?
Quote unquote met him.
Air quotes.
Wait, both of you?
All of us.
Wait,
What?
on Halloween.
On
I was
Halloween.
not. I was recovering from my surgery on Halloween.
On Halloween, we went out, and there were these men who were dead ringers for Macklemore and Louis Capaldi.
Macklemore?
I don't recall the
I don't
Macklemore
recall
guy.
because I remember me and Nikki were talking, and I turned to Nikki and I go, "Who's Capaldi look like? Who's Capaldi look like?" And
I-
started yelling. So then I take out my dispo, and anytime I take out my dispo, I just needed. I'm like, Taylor, go pose with that man. I need a photo of him.
And
So
I
you
will
go,
do it.
Can we take a photo? You look like my friend. And then you guys
Aw.
take the photo, and he goes, "What's your friend's name?" And Taylor goes, "Louis."
No, Nikki
No,
said that.
Yeah, Nikki goes, "Our friend's name is Louis," and he goes,
Capaldi?
and then he walked away.
So he knew.
Oh, he knew. He probably
He
guessed it
was
every day.
a dead ringer. And his friend was wearing a fur coat, and I was like, oh my god, that he looks exactly like Macklemore.
Can I go pop some tags?
Yeah, I kept making that joke.
Wait, speaking of Halloween, the guy with the laptop.
His costume was Nathan for You when he's wearing the laptop on him. But he told Taylor that his costume was working from home. So then I decided to go up to him and I went, "You just lied to her face." And he went, "What do you mean?" I go, "You're Nathan for You." And he goes, "How do you know that?"
It's not a niche show.
Everyone knows Nathan for You.
Oh my god.
So I thought he had died.
Yeah, that was so funny. And then I remember at one point he was like, I don't know why I actually brought my real
Yeah.
laptop.
He's just dancing around with his computer.
We were all like hitting his
were
keys
hitting
too.
I'm
Ew.
surprised nobody. I mean, it probably had stuff spilled all over it.
yeah.
Oh my god,
100%.
yeah.
That was.
Really funny. So
We're rapid firing here.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I kind of have a crush on Nathan Fielder though. If we're
Nathan.
Oh.
yeah. I mean,
Nation.
that's
all over my
Nation.
TikTok.
if I consumed like more of his content, I know that I would be
Going
so
up the
into
list.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right. So this one is Taylor's.
Yeah. For a brief while, it's kind of. I mean, it's every time he pops up, I'm like, oh, he's so cute.
I think I know who you're talking about now.
So,
Took a
Caden
breath away.
McGuire, if you're out there,
yeah.
I am
Who-
obsessed with you.
So who is this person?
He is a cowboy.
A real one?
No,
No.
he is a TikTok cowboy.
Oh.
He hangs out with cowboy something. I don't remember their names, but they have
He's like a cowboy influencer.
Like
Kind
POV,
of.
I'm a
Like-
cowboy and
No,
you're my
he just,
horse
like-
girl.
no.
You could be
I
the
don't know
horse
how to
girl to
describe
my
No,
cowboy.
he's just like from the south, and he
He like
works on a
does
farm?
dances and
no,
stuff.
he does
but
dances, but he's
Wait,
like wears
in his-
camo.
in his
and-
truck.
He's like an
Yeah.
aesthetic cowboy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like he hunts and fishes and like wears cowboy hat.
Yeah.
and wears camo and drives a truck and
It sounds like a Tim McGraw
Sounds
song.
like you would really fit
Yeah.
in our hometown.
Yeah, it's to me this isn't giving cowboy. This is giving just hillbilly.
well, he's very attractive, and he has a beard and like,
gonna hit you over the head with a loaf of bread.
and he has a mullet. It's the beard and the mullet, plus the truck, plus the just his essence.
Oh my god, anytime
that
we
I'm
go
upset.
out and Taylor sees a man with a mullet, she goes, "Oh my god, is he a 10 or does he just have a mullet?" And I have to look Taylor dead in the eye every single time and go, "Taylor, that's a 2 on a good day. And today's not a good day."
Aw.
Yeah, I think I just like people with mullets.
And then Taylor sees him in the light and she goes,
yeah, no,
"Right."
yeah,
It's the drunk
it's-
goggles.
Yeah, it's just the mullet. Like you just got so excited for a mullet. It's like Nikki with long hair or
yeah,
arms.
I feel you. I'm the same way with the
Mhm.
mullet, but it has to be a good one. I mean,
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
standards.
Yeah, but
Mhm.
like if it's a good mullet and you're like, oh my god, like they can't be unattractive. They have such a good mullet, and
Yeah.
then they turn around and you're like,
Ruh-roh.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
So next up, this is
The-
again kind of a collective one, but
Yes.
I'll let Gianna take the lead.
Take it
So-
away.
Thomas Raji from Måneskin.
Yeah.
Yes.
This just recently became a big one for me. Just he's the guitar
She's getting
player.
hot.
I know. He's the guitar player on Måneskin, and we went to their concert. This was the first time going to one of their concerts in New York, and he was playing the guitar.
He had a soul. It was a really long
It was
solo
a
too.
long.
It was the beginning of the encore, might I add.
Yes.
Yes.
So he comes on by himself. Spotlight is on him. So we didn't know what was happening.
Mhm.
You know, we didn't know like
Yeah.
the
Mhm.
show.
Yeah.
Well, everyone
basically.
else went off stage. So
Yeah.
we were like, okay, he's closing it out, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But he went on for what?
9 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
it
a
was
long time.
9 minutes, and I want to say every single other person in the room faded away.
Oh yes, I was mesmerized.
It
It,
was the single most, dare I say, erotic experience. It was so, I mean, first of all, it was so beautiful.
It
Let me
was.
say
Mhm.
that. They are so incredibly talented,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and that is also, a factor in the crush, but
yeah.
he was just killing it, and it affected us so deeply that after the show, we went to the TikTok diner because we were starving. We sat in silence for about 15 minutes.
Couldn't move, couldn't speak.
We could not process the effect
Yeah.
it had on us. It was so moving. I will never see him the same way again.
Yeah, and
Post guitar solo.
I just love a man who can play the guitar.
Mm.
I don't. I
Mhm.
think possibly because my pap was a band instructor, and I
Oh.
grew up. He actually taught me guitar for a little while, but I just never listened.
Wait, do you know how to
I
play
didn't-
guitar?
No,
I
I,
was saying
I
you
did
could
when I was younger,
Jam
but
out
not
with
like
my
that.
dad. With
I
Dan.
I wish I tried to teach myself too before, but yeah, I don't know. I just think I've always had like a love for the guitar, and when I see a man with a guitar, it's over.
I think it's also like
It doesn't matter
it's
what.
the passion that goes into
Yeah.
it too. It's so nice to see. I mean, in this case, we're attracted to men. Like a man be so incredibly passionate about
Yeah.
something that all that talent could just pour out. It was very attractive.
It just looked
Mhm.
very effortless, but I
Mhm.
can't talk about it anymore. I'm getting too hot.
Yeah, me too.
Cool it down right now.
My
Too hot.
brother took guitar lessons as a kid.
We're cooling
And
it down
I
now.
thought his instructor was so cute. And I had to be like 8, so I would wear my cutest outfits. I was like, he's gonna fall in love with me. This man had to be like 30. And I was saying it to my brother recently. I was like, do you remember him? And my brother's like, that guy? You
Aw.
thought that guy was cute?
Was he like bald?
I don't even remember. He had like long dark hair. I think he wore a fedora.
As
No,
all music teachers are
immediately
required
no.
to wear.
Mr. Shoecore.
Oh yeah.
But when I was 8, oh, that man. I loved him.
Funny. Okay.
Who's next?
Next one.
Ooh, it's a collective.
This is a big one for
Yes.
us. If you have watched any of our TikToks, you would know. Mac from season one of It's Always Sunny.
Oh my god.
Cut off, shaggy hair.
Oh,
Yeah.
Him leaning up against the pool table.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Shut up right now.
Yeah.
He is so attractive. Like,
Yeah.
that's what got me into the show. I was
Yeah.
like, Max season 1. I
Arm.
wouldn't have continued to watch.
That was also one of our first flopped videos on the TikTok.
Oh, you're right.
Was
Yeah.
us
Salute
saluting
you,
to
Mac.
See him at the
Yeah.
Soldier
Yeah.
Bar.
we were getting ready.
Mac
Mac
would
would
love
love
the
the
soldier
soldier.
bar.
Mac would love the soldier. Oh my god.
Patty's pub. He's going to the soldier.
He is going to the soldier. Oh
he
my
is
god.
saluting that bartender.
For sure. Love Mac.
Oh, another kind of collective, Conrad Fisher from The
Oh.
Summer I Turned Pretty.
isn't very niche, but
It isn't
Yeah.
very niche.
It's worth noting.
it
Yeah.
is worth noting.
It's niche in the sense that I have read the books. So
She's better
I
than
will
us.
You
read.
needed more of him so much that you needed to like read the book.
I did. And I read all 3 of them in like a week, which is huge for me. But
That's how you know you're down bad for someone.
Yeah.
You're just
I-
needing to read.
I literally can't even start talking about Conrad Fisher because I won't stop, so I won't say anything. But just know that This Love, Taylor's version, was my #1 song on Spotify. So
Yep.
The next one is from me.
Taylor? No, not
No. Oh,
me.
wait, no.
It's Meghan.
One of
So
my,
you can't even make fun of me anymore. You can't.
one of my favorite feel-good movies is the live-action Beauty and the Beast that came out in 2017. And I believe that the Beast was hotter when he was the Beast and not the man that he turned into at the end. Mic drop.
Hot take.
Have you ever been kidnapped before?
No, but he was just so when he was nice to her, and then they did the little dance, and then he let her go, and then he sings the Evermore song.
You can never make fun of me
And
again.
I know she'll never. If you haven't listened to Evermore from the 2017 Beauty and the Beast movie, pause. Go listen. Come back. Comment down below. Tell me you're not in love with that beast.
But she did leave him.
She came back.
But the song is about if you love something, set it free. Because you just love her so much that you just need to let her go.
Okay.
if you love me, let me go.
No, not the same.
Not the same.
And I know she'll never leave me, even as she runs away.
This one has deep, deep lore.
This is a deep cut.
So I'm not sure if we've gotten into it that far, but
I think we've mentioned it here and there.
so Nikki, Gianna, and I are absolutely obsessed with the American Pie franchise.
Down horrendous.
Yeah, very.
It has been forced upon us. It's a great movie,
Well, there's several,
but I don't
movies.
have. Me and Megan have only seen the first one. It's a great movie. I see your obsession. I'm not there yet.
See, the thing is, you need to sit down with a good old Captain and Coke.
Yeah,
Drunk.
can't emphasize enough.
No.
Drunk.
Because that
need to
is
be drinking.
Yes, that is what we did and watched every single episode. Drunk.
Episode.
Movie.
Movie. Sorry.
So, Gianna, you want to take away the first niche crush from the American Pie franchise?
no, because I didn't even think. Did I actually say this?
Yes, you did.
You literally
You
did.
did.
No, there's no way that I did because
There-
he looks
Gianna-
like a guy
Gianna,
from our
it's
hometown.
2 against 1. We
Gianna,
remember.
There are two of
I-
us here saying you did.
Okay, just
Gianna,
remember,
you know
I
what?
was
believe them. because
drunk.
You didn't take my side with the Sully story. So I believe them.
So let's get into it.
Okay, Jim.
So, for all of the people
If yes,
listening,
if you
there's a scene.
yes, there's a specific scene.
In the first movie,
Mhm.
I still don't recall this, but he was dancing on the chair
He's being
like
so
he's being. I don't.
he's
I can't
okay.
explain
So
it.
he's trying to get the foreign girl who he is in love with
Mm-hmm.
to think that he's sexy. She's on his bed. Don't ask me why. She was written by a man.
Plot hole.
Yeah.
And so she goes stripped for me. So he puts on some music and starts doing a strip tease little does he know, he thought that he had covered a webcam that was recording them, and his shirt that he threw fell off. So he does a full-on, like, he's taking off his jacket, he's flossing with it between his legs, he's draping it over his shoulder and walking around. And we were down bad one particular night. We watched this movie on a really regular basis. And Gianna this night could not get enough of it.
Did you rewatch it multiple times?
No, we like finished the movie and then we rewinded back.
Yeah.
And Gianna might have done a little
She might have
interpretation of
she
the
might
dance.
have recreated Jim's dance.
I'm not recreating it right now, so nobody ask me.
That's only for our eyes.
Yeah, for our eyes only. It stays in our four walls.
But in that moment,
Yeah.
Gianna thought he was the most attractive man alive.
No,
it was working.
No, okay, this is why I know it has to be false, because I said he looks like my uncle.
I so vividly remember this because I remember you getting up to do the dance.
You know you did the dance.
You know
You
Okay.
remember doing
All right,
the
I'll
dance.
accept it. I'll accept it. But,
Yeah.
But
my
with-
actual
yeah.
crush though is Ozzy
I
from
can
American Pie, and I
agree
think
with that.
everybody
And
agrees
But
with
Chris
that.
also first
Osterreicher.
movie Oz.
Oh,
Mhm.
first movie.
He's
Oz.
so attractive and
Yeah.
he's so nice.
He's
Yeah.
so sweet and he's so tall.
Yeah.
And his arms.
And he left the championship lacrosse game to go sing. The OG Troy Bolton.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
really. I wonder if Kenny Ortega took some inspiration
I mean,
from
maybe.
American Pie. But we love Chris Osterreicher in this household.
Oh,
There will be a separate American Pie episode.
oh yes.
But just
Yeah.
so you know, go watch it if you haven't.
Yeah.
It's a very funny movie.
It's the best franchise.
Okay.
We wrote down a lot of good ones.
Okay.
Nikki, take this away.
So this one was actually from last night. We watched this movie called Proposal.
The Proposal.
The Proposal.
With Ryan Reynolds.
With Ryan Reynolds
and Sandra Bullock.
and Sandra Bullock. I had never seen it before. I don't really like Ryan Reynolds. It was the first time I had seen him in anything, and I was just like, this is old, right?
Yeah,
It's
it's from the
2009,
early
2000s.
Yeah, so
2000s.
he's just looks so like normal looking, and
Attainable.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's so attainable hot in this movie. And there's this scene which I'm gonna try and insert. There's this scene where he turns. There's this
falls
scene
off the boat.
Yeah.
She falls off the
she
boat.
can't swim.
and he has to turn the boat around.
It was the most attractive thing he could have done in his
So-
entire life.
So in case we can't insert the clip, I'll motion. So I'm watching. Everyone else is watching. I think I've seen this movie before. And when he turns the boat around, he does one of these. He's like, and everyone grunts at the same time, except for me. And I go, "What'd he do?" Everyone goes, "He turned the boat around."
He turned the boat
No, I think it was
around.
just Nikki. Nikki goes, "Oh my god, he turned the boat around."
Because I had that same reaction when he put her onto the inside of the street. Like, he's just such a gentleman. That's why everyone loves him.
It's the little things.
It's
like
the
when he
little
turns
things.
the boat around.
So now I urge you, when you see someone that's hot, don't go, "Oh, that guy's hot." Go,
He's turning the boat around.
Me when he turns the boat around.
Yeah, me when he turns the boat around. Like that's my newest crush, and I think I can't ever look at Ryan Reynolds the same.
Hopefully we can insert that clip because it's so funny. I had no clue what was going on when
It's
it
like
happened.
not even, like, it was just
I
so
think-
quick.
I think a lot of it is like a man in power and like knowing what to do.
No, it was
really
like,
worked out.
he was like James Bond. Like,
It's because he went
Yeah.
to save her. Speaking
Yeah.
of getting saved.
another celebrity crush, well, niche
It's not
crush.
celebrity.
that-
I don't know.
I don't know if it's celebrity. A niche crush that I thought of when we were thinking of this is in Spy Kids Game Over when Greg Giggle. No, is it Greg? Gary Giggles comes and saves Carmen, and he does the "Hey, what's up?" move, and he saves. He
No.
flips his phone. And he
So
goes,
in the beginning, he's like,
"Gary Giggles."
Gary
Johnson.
giggles.
And he goes and saves her, and then at the end he gives her that little head nod, "Hey," and it's
Like he
so attractive.
because he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, and everyone when I mentioned this was like, no, and I
said
had
yes.
I had to replay it.
Well, to preface this, when you said it originally, none of us could think of the scene. So you just
No.
pulled
I've
up
never-
a photo of him on the red carpet. And sorry, Gary Giggles, you don't photograph well.
I
Yeah.
have never seen the movie before, and I was like, "These are Spy Kids. Like, this is children. What is this
I
movie?"
highly recommend everyone to go rewatch Spy Kids 3D Game Over. Great movie.
Great movie.
Great movie. Speaking of movies,
Yeah.
there's one man who is. What?
Oh,
I don't know
oh.
if he's a man, actually.
Bag
he's
of
a man.
bones.
No, he's
Maybe
a man.
he was a man.
He is not a bag of bones.
He's not in a bag. He's pretty free.
Yeah, he,
He-
he is
he-
bones.
he's
Okay,
pretty
anyway,
frail.
it's Jack Skellington. I think he's hot. I like tall guys. He's really tall.
I'm gonna second that because we were speaking a little bit about Tim Burton last
Yeah.
episode. I'm gonna raise you
Yeah.
to the Corpse Bride, Victor. From
Oh
the
yes,
Corpse Bride.
yes.
If there was any animated or like claymation
Yeah.
man I could turn into a real person
yeah,
who is my aesthetic and I would want to date, it is
Mhm.
Victor from the Corpse Bride.
yeah, yeah. That's I don't really know why. I just
There's beauty in darkness.
yeah, yeah.
Like Beauty and the Beast.
Exactly.
Yes. There's a
Sure.
little bit of beast in the beauty.
uh,
Oh, Joaquin Phoenix
yes.
as Johnny Cash in
Oh,
the movie
yes.
Walk the Line.
Mhm.
One of my
mhm.
favorite movies.
Mine too.
And he was just, oh, I can't get over it.
Yeah,
And he could, it was really him singing and
Mhm.
Was
I-
it really?
yeah.
Wow, he's talented.
him and Reese Witherspoon
yeah.
re-recorded all the songs.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
The last time I saw Walk the Line was probably when I was like 11.
I love.
I
Johnny
went through a
Cash.
phase where I had to watch it at least once a month.
That's us with American Pie.
Yeah. And it's one of my favorite movies. I love it. I'm obsessed with Joaquin Phoenix as Johnny Cash. Joaquin Phoenix. But yeah. Oh,
Mhm.
I have one that I literally just thought of right now,
do tell.
which reminded me of that. I'm blanking on his name in real life, but the actor who plays Roger Taylor in Bohemian Rhapsody, the blonde one,
Ooh.
Yeah.
guys.
Mhm. I actually forgot one that even if you didn't have the same crush, this commercial definitely rocked your world when you were in middle school. Have anyone seen the Degrassi, the Next Generation commercial, Shark in the Water, where it's the carnival?
Baby, there's a shark in the
I
water.
vividly remember being in middle school seeing this commercial and the commercials for that new season for Degrassi. Anyone remember Eli, the emo goth kid who drove a hearse to school and he was so depressed because his girlfriend had died like prior to him joining the season, and he was the guy who wooed Claire. I was in love with him. I hoped that I could have an Eli like drive into my life in a hearse because it was very much in a hearse. Well, that was his whole thing, right? Like it was at a time in society when being like emo and goth, it was before TikTok and this generation where you could trade aesthetics a lot. You could switch back and forth. And it was still a weird thing to have that aesthetic a little bit. It wasn't the norm. It wasn't quite the norm yet. And I fell in that category, got teased relentlessly in middle school for it. But he was also a teenager, I think, when it was being filmed. I was in love with him, and I can't even tell you how many times I listened to that song, Shark in the Water. And during his scene in that commercial, he's getting his tarot cards read.
You
I'm-
never forget
yeah.
where you were when you saw the Shark in the Water commercial. For the
Never
first
forget,
time.
never forget. And now I read tarot cards. I feel like I'm spiritually connected to Eli Goldsworthy from Degrassi.
Can't wait to see it. We'll watch it right after.
We're gonna
this.
watch it right after this, and I urge you to go watch it.
Go
if,
do the same.
if you haven't given Shark in the Water a little listen. Give it some love.
And then coming into our, and I've always said that hot take to end out the episode.
I have one more
Oh.
on
Oh.
here that I'm need.
Oh.
Well,
It's coming
Oh.
out. It's involuntary.
two more. I mean, if we really want to, but the cast of the 1996 movie Dazed and Confused.
Yes.
I third that.
Where did y'all come from?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
And where did you go?
and where did you come from, Cotton
Cotton
Eye
Eye
Joe?
Was that Matthew McConaughey's first
yes,
movie?
it was
Yeah.
his first movie.
He's the only one that really stuck around.
Ben Affleck.
Oh, I forgot
He's
about him.
around,
Forgot about-
unfortunately.
I still don't remember watching it with you guys.
I don't think I've ever
I
seen
think I
that.
need to rewatch.
You know what that means? We gotta
Nikki,
watch
you gotta
it.
Yeah, I
rewatch
think we
it.
gotta rewatch.
Yeah.
We're adding things to our list,
Also,
our watch list.
I would say
Yeah.
arguably that movie has one of the best soundtracks of all time.
All time.
Just
Mhm.
amazing. Like just a banger every
All
single
time.
one.
Yeah. So the entire cast, but specifically Matthew McConaughey as Wooderson, and I don't know her name in real life, but whoever plays Jodie. Oh my god. I dream of that denim outfit. You know the one.
Oh, I know. I'm more of a Floyd gal myself.
Yeah.
All right, all right, all right.
Yeah.
All
and
right, all right.
Kevin Pickford. You
Mm.
never forget the first time that you saw Kevin Pickford wearing the red shirt that's like unbuttoned in the front. You never forget. So, last one, which I feel like this could be a little collective as well, is Sam from New Girl.
Dr. Sam.
Dr.
Like,
Sam.
The absolute juxtaposition of like Kevin Pickford and Sam from New Girl. I'm in love with them both. But yeah, like I've only seen New Girl, like I've only watched the episodes once.
You
and
didn't finish it.
yeah, I have like 3 or 4 episodes left. But Sam from New Girl. Yeah.
I watch New Girl to go to bed every night.
Mm.
Every night.
If anyone knows how to play True American, please put
Yes,
the rules
yes,
down
yes.
below. I want to play that
We
so
we
bad.
are gonna
Dying.
try. I think we might try.
We're really
on the pod one
we've
day.
been dying to try it, and one of these days we're gonna get drunk enough to attempt it.
yeah.
I just don't understand the rules.
I don't
can't
think you're
even-
meant to
I'll be doing the
understand
worm.
it.
It'll be like it'll be like you guys at the bar. We just gotta make up.
Yeah,
think
make
the-
up
I,
our
stupid
own
stuff.
I think
Yeah.
the very basis of it is like it's the floor is lava,
Yeah.
and then the intricacies start from
Yeah.
there. But I think that's
Huh.
the basis of it. That's why they're standing on the bar stools and the furniture because they can't touch the floor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Be on the lookout for that.
Yeah.
And then to end the pod, we will end with our, and I've always said that, hot take of the week.
We've always said
Things we've always
That
said.
is something we've always said.
that we love Sabrina Carpenter and Shawn Mendes together. If it's
Yeah.
real,
We
If
hope it's real.
Mm-hmm.
We've always been saying this for about half a day now, but
we're supporting.
We are supportive.
I love her. I love him. I think they're going to be so beautiful together.
Something we do need to redact from 2 episodes ago. It looks like Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly did not break up.
We were spreading misinformation.
Me when I lie.
The new it couple, Sean and Sabrina. I can't wait.
I mean, if it is true, they are
Going on tour.
so both of them so beautiful together, like
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
so insanely attractive.
I'm going to eat it up.
I mean, slay for her.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Slay for him.
Slay for
Yeah.
both.
Slay for both.
Slay for both.
Yeah.
And we have always said that.
And we have always said that.
And we'll leave you at that this
We'll
week.
leave you
Yeah.
at that.
Right. Thank you guys so much for listening to episode 4. Make sure to follow us on all of our social medias. And again, come join our TikTok lives.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
TikTok living right now.
And if you want to share any of your niche celebrity crushes, maybe you'll get a shout out next episode.
Send us an
Send us
email.
an email to I've always said that pod story. No,
Always said that podstories@gmail.com.
it'll be in the
It'll be
notes
there.
down below.
Go down below.
Also, make sure to subscribe down below.
Yes.
Look out for next week's episode, and we'll see
Yeah.
you then.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.